Welcome to The Pew, starring the legendary Monique Walker, Javis Mays, C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, Joe Smith, Ron Todd, and Maurice Hawkins. Buckle your seatbelt, we discuss everything on The Pew.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to The Pew. I'm your man, Ron Todd, and we got my man,
Maurice,
in the house.
I was a little late, bro.
Right, a little delayed there, but it's all right. And Javis is on his way. Y'all got the fellas tonight. It's going to be a real good time. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We have another good one for y'all tonight. It's going to be an absolutely great show. And I'm loving this. I'm seeing that you guys are coming in already. Let's see who we got, bro. Let's see who's coming in. We got Aaliyah Essence in the house. What'd she say there, bro? She said, Happy Pews Day, everyone. That's it. Happy Pews Day. Yes, ma'am. So glad to be here. Thank you so much. Kevin Moore in the building.
Kevin, what's going on, Kevin?
He said, hey, Pew Crew. Hey. Kiana Parker said, hey, Pew Crew. What's up, Kiana? So glad you're here tonight. Thank you so much. Renee Rogers says, hey there, men of the Pew. That's right. We holding it down. What's up, Renee? Glad to see you made it to this flow. Appreciate it. Kobe Bolden. Hey, y'all. It's Pew Day. Hey, you better know it, Kobe. It is Pew Day. It's going down real big. All right, there's Javis.
Javis, what's up?
Hey, what up, bro? What's going on?
What's going on? Good to see you.
I'm here.
He here, y'all. All right, Latoya Griffin Gibson said, blessings to the Pew Crew from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Hattiesburg, y'all representing real hard.
Hattiesburg.
What's up?
What's going on?
Sharice, I see you. She says, hello, Pew Crew. Hey, Sharice, you got the fellas tonight. Renee says, welcome, Javis.
Thank you, Renee. What's up?
All right, y'all. As you come in, just show us some love, and we're going to show y'all some love right back to you. All right. Kevin Moore said, no Pastor Mo, no Ashley. Well, Pastor Mo is on the road tonight, and Ashley is not going to be able to make it tonight either. She's on vacation.
Okay.
So,
that's what's up.
You got the fellas. Well, we got y'all. Don't worry. We got y'all. We got y'all. We're going to hold it down. Right, Javis? Right, Maurice?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
We got him tonight. We got him.
We got y'all. All right, y'all, let's get right into it. I got to do this first because I was really, really excited about this because Javis just celebrated a birthday, y'all.
Yeah. Did it big too. Yeah.
Javis turned the big 4-0. Can we get into this real quick? The big 4-0.
Hey.
There he is. There's Javis and Jarvis. Man, y'all did it, bro. Like these looks. Tell us about these looks, man.
You know what? The crazy thing is, neither one of us knew that we were wearing. He was wearing pink. I was wearing salmon and pink. I didn't even know. We did not know that each other that we were actually wearing that color though.
That's that crazy twin stuff, man.
Crazy. I swear, we had no idea that we were actually wearing that color. We were trying to outdo each other, right?
In twin fashion.
But ended up doing almost the same color.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
man. Hey, look, Javis, I should have been there, bro. Like,
right. I'm like, where was our invitation?
You know what? Listen, but this is the thing. This was his party. I was invited, and then when I got there, I found out that I was actually being celebrated too. He didn't tell me that the party was for he and I. He just told me that he was having a birthday party. So, me and my sons came, and come to find out, he was celebrating. Everything was Javis and Jarvis on the party. It was like, I was so grateful. Like, it was so amazing. But I didn't expect it. It was like, this is his party. I'm coming to celebrate my brother, my twin. And got there, and everything was Jarvis and Javis and Jarvis, bro. So it was
which is super dope.
Yeah.
It looked like
that's when you say that's real love without any craziness. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Say that again, Javis. Real love without any
love without any craziness, man. Any craziness.
I was jealous. I was like, man, they look like they had a good time.
I ain't gonna lie, I was too.
I mean, we had a good time.
I was too, because I said, I know I should have got an invitation. And everybody was there. I saw Ted win. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, bro. We had a lot of people there, dude. We had people that wasn't even filmed. How about that?
Bro, you was eating that cake like the best cake ever.
Bro, that
cake, bro.
That cake was good. I'm telling you. It was good cake.
You had it all on the bed. I was like, look, he taking pictures, cake everywhere.
Yo, the party was an expensive party, okay? My brother put all his love into this party, and that's why, but that's the type of brother I got. And y'all, guess where we going this weekend? We leaving Thursday. We going to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. We're gonna be there for 4 days.
Hey.
We get ready to go on vacation. Woo-wee. Y'all just, all I can tell you is look at your stories because it's getting ready to happen.
I can't take y'all two on vacation. I just want to be a fly on the wall so bad.
It's getting ready to go down. I'm telling you. Listen, we are getting ready to have an amazing time. So y'all listen, all I can tell you is watch the stories.
Wait, can we look at these shoes?
Yo, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I need to step my game up.
And thank you, Kevin. I went and got my shoes. I went and got my shoes and my clothes actually on Saturday. So I had no clue what he was wearing at all.
That is crazy. Hey, this was my favorite thing right here, though. Check it out.
Something about the attitude, yeah.
Javis still turned.
Right. Renee said you both are
the
shy.
song that was playing, that's Jarvis' song on his album. And so so I just happened to know it, but because that's his song. That's my brother.
And y'all sound just alike. It's scary.
Thank you, Renee. We do not sound alike.
Sound alike, look alike, everything alike.
I don't even think we look alike, if you ask me.
He got your face with blonde hair. What are you saying?
Yeah, definitely. That's the only way I knew the difference. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we look alike.
You're identical twins. Get over it.
I think that we look like brothers.
Okay.
Why twins hate to be called twins? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's always
I mean, I think that we look alike, but I don't think that we look like twins, that we're twins, that we look like twins.
Hello, mother.
Hello.
Hey, bitch, praise him.
So, but yeah, we definitely want to give y'all a big birthday shout out. It's your 40th year. This is huge. Y'all still look 20. Y'all look like you could be your kids' siblings, and that's a blessing.
Definitely.
And I'll still beat them.
That's right. I already know. And they won't die.
They will not die.
So, let me just squeeze this in real quick before we get to our other topics. So how about a couple of weeks ago, you guys know we love Tasha Page Lockhart here, Tasha Page House, actually. But her husband of 2 years now, Veron House, was ordained bishop a couple of weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And so Tasha was asked to do a song at the ceremony, and I want you guys to just look at this.
Okay.
Yes, I can't say no. You keep saying yes. I can't say no when you keep saying yes. I can't say no when you keep saying yes. So I'll say yes. Yes, yes, I can't say no.
So I just wanted to share that.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Wow.
Listen.
That's all I
Tasha Page House, everybody.
Come on, lady house. Okay. Bring the husband in, right? Okay.
Bring them in.
Man.
Bring them in.
Listen, I was doing this the whole time. I know the people couldn't see me. I was like,
Well, it was a leg for me. She kicked that leg up. It was over.
It was over. You hear me?
God.
I think I took it up a half note again. I'll say yes when you say no. I'll say yes. Listen, okay. Yeah, I'll say yes.
Come on.
This is water, okay? Water.
Make it
Come on,
plain.
church. You know, you have to Sometimes you put it out there because people will be like, "What's in that glass?"
Right.
Water.
And when you was jiggling the cup, it sounded so refreshing. So I'm like, "What is in that cup?"
It's water. It's water. Let's make it very clear, y'all. I ain't drinking nothing more.
I can't today. I can't do it. Listen, even though Pastor Mo's not here, listen, make sure you get your Elvania, all right? Don't forget, if you need to lather up, if your hands are dry, it's no excuse. Get that Elvania, all right? If your feet is crusty,
I got
get
mine.
that Elvania.
I got mine.
It'll get you right on together. All right, so we got to get into some topics tonight. Let's get into some hot topics. Let's do it. So, first of all, let's talk about this. So today they said the richest man in the world, his name is let me look it up. What is this man's name?
Bezos.
Yes, thank you.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Say it again, Javis.
Jeff Bezos flew all the way to space today.
From West,
the CEO of Google.
Oh, he the CEO of Google?
Yeah. Well, he was the CEO of Google. Now he's gone down to being the board member, the executive board member now. But he was the CEO, but he resigned to being board member now. But he was the CEO for years.
Man in the world.
So, but I want to.
He's chilling
if
now.
you had that, but if you had that kind of money, I mean, is that on your bucket list? Do you feel like you got to go to space?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I would just go and just hang out on the beach somewhere on my private island that I own.
Yeah.
I feel like it's enough.
And
first of all, I'm not.
But you know what, though, Ron? Yeah, I mean, the risk of blowing up in mid-space is crazy to me. But see, these people, when they've had everything and they've done everything, the things that we call everything isn't enough for them. It lets us know that the mindset, even our mindset, is sometimes too low for them. You know what I'm saying? They're always in their minds, they're always trying to accomplish something that nobody else has accomplished. And we're just trying to have fun. Like, we want to have enough money that we don't have to work anymore, and we could sit out on the beach, or we could travel and do the things that we just want to do. Maybe buy a car for $300,000-$400,000. But these people here, they have so much money and so much assets, is trying to accomplish things that nobody else has accomplished before.
But I wouldn't take a chance doing that, though.
Right.
And it don't make sense.
Me either.
I got all this money and I'm gonna blow up in space.
Go to space and not come back.
No, I'm good.
Exactly.
But
like I'm
Kevin
not going
Moore
to space
said
to not come back.
Kevin Moore said the question is, should he have all that money? Now you got to clarify that, Kevin, because I don't be trying to count nobody else's coins because I don't want them to count mine.
Oh no, I can clarify that. Jeff Bezos.
Yes, I agree, Kevin. He said, "Don't y'all think he should spread the wealth?"
Absolutely, and I think he should spread the wealth across to the people that work for Google, right? Like,
not only that, spread the wealth to the less fortunate. You buying rockets.
Well, I don't know about that, because some people are poor because they chose to be.
True.
I'm talking about the hard workers. I'm talking about the hard workers. Which is why I think that the people that are working for Google should perhaps receive a raise, right? They should receive a raise, and they should make more money, because I feel like if we've worked so hard, that the benefit of us working this hard is to make you have billions of dollars. You don't need you can't even spend $1 billion in your lifetime. So put that money into working for you and give them the opportunity to perhaps, create and do some things that they want to do, accomplish some dreams that they want to accomplish. But we live in a capitalistic world. So, people can make as much money as they want to make and prostitute all of your gifts and talents and not give you nothing for it. And, nobody does anything about it. But I think that at the end of the day, we stay very careful because, and not that maybe this is a little bit off topic, but I see that the government is giving, $250, $275 every month. It's like, when does it become enough people money who's not working versus people who are working? Like, there has to be a time where we say, okay, listen, people who are because to me, I feel like there's a problem when the CNN reports that most people who are working for minimum can't pay rent for a 2-bedroom apartment. That's a problem. There is no way that people should work 40 hours a week and they can't afford a 2-bedroom apartment. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a problem. How do we deal with that? Jeff Bezos, if you make that much money, then I say yes, spread the wealth across. So those people who are working hard every day, there are some people who are never going to go to college, never going to get a degree, but they work every single day. Should they have to work every single day? I don't care if you work at 7-Eleven or at the convenience store, but if you work 40 hours a week, you should at least be able to afford an apartment to take care of you and your family.
Absolutely.
So when we live in a world like that, it's a shame that people feel like that's okay, that you have a woman in a 1-bedroom and she works 40 hours a week. That's a shame.
Right. I mean, because you get you're supposed to get cost of living, right? So say you stay in an apartment and your lease go up every year, you renew that lease $300-$400 every year. Like, how you gonna be able to do that? Like, I know for Virginia, you get an apartment here, you spending $2,000 now. You ain't getting nothing but from 17 to 2,000 to get a nice, decent area. You know what I mean? And you ain't nobody got no raises, no cost of living raise, but they steady going up on rent. That's robbery, highway robbery.
It's robbery
all the way.
My apartment in Orlando, I have a 2-bedroom apartment, and yes, I live in an amazing area. Okay, but I still don't understand why I would be paying $2,000 for an apartment.
It's crazy.
Now, it's one thing for me to be able to afford it, but for the person who can't afford it, working 40 hours a week, like morally, it's just wrong that people are working.
Because not only that,
some people are working 2 jobs. A 2-bedroom.
Well, because and then a smart person, when it comes to their wages and debt to income ratio, so to speak, I think that everybody should almost live a little bit up under their means, because if you live right at your means, you're using everything that you make to care for yourself. So it's unfortunate because it makes it a real hardship for people. If you're not making 6 figures plus, to really live without having some sort of financial difficulty. Because what happens is, if you have a 2-bedroom and it's $2,000 and you got a car note and you got insurance, if you're not making, a certain amount, everything that you get goes towards those bills. So God forbid you have an emergency where your car breaks down. God forbid you got to buy 4 new set of tires. You can't afford to do nothing else but pay your bills. So it's like, my advice to those people, and I don't know where this is coming from, is always try to live a little up under your means. If that means that you can't go get the 2-bedroom in the place that's gated, with the waterfall when you drive in, doesn't mean that you necessarily couldn't afford it. But sometimes you got to live a little up under because if something happened, you want to be able to have a few months rent in the bank so that you're not like, oh man, if I lose a paycheck, I'm done. There are literally people out there that if they got fired today, they would be hopeless because they're waiting for their next paycheck to put gas in their car. And I know it because I've been there.
But the thing to get me, they taxing the hard workers like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then you make all of this money, and you got Donald Trump paying, $50 in taxes.
700.
Well, yeah. And then we sitting here, we owe. If we make $75,000, $80,000, we owe them. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
It's crazy. So Jeff Benzo,
that is absolutely right.
Jeff Benzo, the next time you decide you want to take a rocket to space, maybe you should consider, spreading that money a little bit.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
You know what? I think that but you know what though? Jeff didn't make the rules.
That's right.
Jeff doesn't make the rules. The people that we elect make the rules. And so it says to us, we need to be more mindful of who we elect to be in office, because we're electing people to be in office and they're not really fighting for us. They are fighting for themselves, and they make rules that apply to them. That's why Jeff can make the money he makes and not even worry about people like common people. And I think and there is so much money around that it doesn't really the people who are working should be comfortable. If you're working 40 hours a week, you should be able to be comfortable in a 2-bedroom, at least.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's sad, we are probably more fortunate than a lot of people, but I do look at some of the people who are making maybe a little more than minimum wage, and that's because they're stressed. And if I don't work in 6 months, I'm fine, but that's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so I should always be mindful of those people who are living check to check. It's not that they're lazy. They just don't have the funds to do some of the things that we can do. So
that's why I sow that
I think
seed
for me
every Sunday.
That's it.
So I can reap that harvest. You know what I mean? You got to sow that
seed.
Yes, sir.
Listen. The seed shall not leave your life.
Come on here.
That thing got good to me for a minute.
Yeah,
you gotta have some seeds in the ground.
Yeah, I gotta tell a testimony. I gotta tell a testimony.
Got a soul to grow. Tell it.
I've got a seed in the ground.
So you better come on, Jake. Look now. Let me tell this first, and then you can sing it, because I need to hear it. So I told God, I honor God by saying, look, I've been slipping on paying my tithes and offerings, right? So I made in 2020, I made a vow to say, hey, I'm gonna trust God, pay my money. You know what I'm saying? And when I made that vow, 3 months time, I got a raise.
Wow.
I mean, I got a promotion, right? All right. And then in 9 months, with what I told God I was going to do and sowing that seed, I got another promotion, over $30,000 raise in one promotion.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. You can't tell me God ain't good when he honor his word. So sowing that seed, let me tell you, you can say what you want to say. And a lot of people got holes in their pocket because they scared to sow that seed, but not me.
Amen.
All right,
so let's and I think we all are spiritual. I got a seed in the ground. But this is the thing. As spiritual people, we have to be honest.
Yeah.
The just shall live by faith.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we live by principles.
Yeah.
We pay our tithe and our offering, and it's not because it's something that we owe. It's something that we believe and we trust in, and we live by faith.
Right.
You know, some people don't live by faith, but we live by faith. We listen. Hey, the just shall live by faith. I've been walking by faith, and let me tell you, through this pandemic, I have had more money than I've ever had in my life.
You better say it, man.
So while the world has been
while the world had gone through a pandemic and trying to figure out how to make it, I have had more money than I've ever had in my life.
Yes, sir.
So I'm a witness. I'm a witness that the law of God, it transcends the laws of time.
Right.
Yeah.
Glory.
So you know what? That's why I don't count. Go ahead, James. Go ahead.
No, you got it, bro. I'm listening. You got it. I'm telling you. Listen. Like, for instance, I know what my tithe should be. I give over my tithe every week because I trust the principles of God. I trust the principles of God. I don't even what I bring in, I give more because some of and for the musicians and singers and artists who know that their gift is worth more than what they're given to their church, whatever. What my church gives to me, it can't even compare to what I'm giving every Sunday. But you know what? I give because the little stipend they give me. Listen, I understand that that's what they can give me. I know that I'm worth more than that. But you know what? That doesn't determine what I give.
What do they give you?
Listen, it doesn't determine the stipend.
The little stipend.
But it does not. But it does not determine. It does not determine the level of gifting and the level of commitment that I give to the church, because I always say to musicians, when do you give rather than, because there's a difference between I'm singing because I'm getting paid.
Right.
When do you determine that what you're doing is your gift to God? You give to him because he's worthy. That's your offering. That's you have to get into a mindset that my life is an offering to God. So if you give me $100 or you give me $150, it doesn't matter, because I have to be able to give something to God as an offering. So even if I'm worth $1,000 this week, but you only gave me $150, then guess what? I'll just take it and say, you know what? The rest of it is my offering. It's my offering to God. I got to give him something. Pastor Darlene. If everything you do for God is a check, if everything you do for God is a check, then I'm asking you, well, where's your offering to him?
That's right.
Everything cannot have a dollar figure attached to it when you say you're serving God.
Exactly.
My church cannot afford to pay me for what I would charge another church. So what?
And then
I understand that some of my service, listen, this is my offering to God.
But see, and then Javis, a lot of people leave their blessing.
I tell you, the blessing
takes the money.
And not only that, you better make sure
absolutely.
And you better make sure that your gift line up with that figure you asking for. How about that? But I like
absolutely. And like you just said, Maurice, you can leave where you're being covered for real. You're being prayed for. You're being cared for. Your family's been prayed for. Your family's been covered for. And then you go somewhere else where somebody hire you as a hireling. And yes, they're paying you, but they care nothing about you.
Nothing.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
You get a check. And that's it. They care nothing about you. But you're somewhere where they may not be able to give you $1,000 a week. But baby, you got somebody that's calling your name every night saying, Jesus, Javis and his family, keep them whole, keep them healed, keep them delivered, cover them. Let your angels encamp around and about them. They're covering you when you're traveling. They're covering. So I think that people just have to really get to a place where they have a spiritual mindset, and everything can't be about, a dollar figure. Because sometimes you can get never had, but there's actually, you don't even know God anymore. Mm-hmm. Everything about you is prostitution.
Wow.
But see, that's why I don't pray for money. I pray for wisdom.
Yes, sir.
Wisdom. I mean, walk away and come back. You hear me, Maurice? Walk away.
He told us that, didn't he? He had to walk out on that one. All right, let's get into something else real quick. He said that thing. All right, so real quick, what do we think about what do we think about I can't even talk. What do we think about the fact that the NFL is adding the Black National Anthem to each game? So before the Star Spangled Banner will be saying, the Black National Anthem will be saying, and they're doing this. Wait a minute, I'm still tripping because you walked out like you had gave us that. You said that.
That was a word right there. It was over. Show over.
Benediction. That was a word. I think that was good that they added the national anthem, because if you want Black people to really engage and love for country, then treat us like you love us. Give us some respect. Treat us like you care about our culture and our people. I think it's a great step in the right direction. You know,
I do too. Now, this is my only thing, though. Yeah, this is my only thing. So, they're talking about, making sure that minorities feel like they're not left out and that they're including, and that, they're trying to work on this racism piece. But wait a minute, we're not the only minorities. And so I think we began to open up a can of worms when now it's like a black-white thing. But what about the Mexicans, or what about the Hispanics, rather? What about the Asians, Americans? So are we gonna have to do every single solitary anthem there is before a game so everybody feels, included?
Listen to me. The Black National Anthem, I think, is a smokescreen due to the fact that you only got, the NFL is made up of 69% of Black players and everything, okay? When it comes down to assistant coaches and coaches, period, only 35%, right? You only have 2 Black coaches in the NFL. So you can't tell me the Black National Anthem is going to solve this issue. No, what's going to solve it is not the Black National Anthem. What's going to solve it is you put your money where your mouth is, okay?
Absolutely.
The Black National Anthem is not going to solve your problem when it comes to hiring these Black coaches. Okay, you're using these Black players that's 69% made up of the league, but guess what? You ain't got not one Black franchise owner in the NFL. So I don't want to hear about no Black National Anthem, because guess what? That's a smokescreen, bro. Because you got to put your money where your mouth is, and you got to show us more than what putting the Black National Anthem up there. You got to start hiring some more Black coaches. You only got 2, and the NFL is made up of 69% of Black people. So you using their talents and their gifts, and you talking about a Black National Anthem that you're gonna sing before each game. No, bro. Go ahead and hire Black people that own franchises, and trust me, they tried and can't do it, right? But you got 2 minority. Now you do have 2 minority franchise owners that's not white that own franchises, but not Black people. So it's cool that you putting this up in front, but that's a smokescreen, because guess what? You need to put the money where your mouth is, because we want to see action. We want to see you doing this because of systematic racism, okay? But guess what? What are you doing about it? How are you helping us? How are you helping Black people in the NFL trying to achieve their dreams and goals of owning a franchise or being head coaches in the National Football League? That's all I got to say.
That's good. I love it. I completely agree. I couldn't have said it better, to be honest with you. All right, man, we got to move real quick. What do we think about? I read in the news that LA has now begun to shut back down because of a spike in COVID-19 cases. So, what does that mean for the rest of the country? And what I mean by that is, for some reason, I feel like people are walking around as if COVID doesn't exist anymore, like it's a thing of the past. Because everything has been opened up. And I think this piece in LA has shown us that that's absolutely not the case. And part of the issue is, people are like, well, I thought if you were vaccinated that you couldn't get sick. No, if you're vaccinated, they said you wouldn't die, most likely, and you wouldn't have to be hospitalized. But the reason why these cases are spiking is because people are walking around without a mask. or they're not vaccinated. And so there were just as many people that weren't vaccinated walking around without a mask as the people that were. So it was like counterproductive. And so I honestly, I feel like if we don't tighten up, continue to wear our masks, continue to try to get people to get vaccinated, because I don't care what nobody say, that did help. People are like, but what is that going to do? Oh, it helped, because as soon as 50% of the population was vaccinated, we saw a huge change. So I think that if we can get more people vaccinated, does that mean that people won't contract it? No, I think it'll mean that it'll be just like everything else, like regular influenza, just like West Nile, everything else that we can still get. It just won't be as prevalent.
You got the flu, but you survived. Right.
But you survive. So I think we need to get more people vaccinated. And I think in the meantime, we can't get comfortable. I'm not saying don't go to church, because this my thing is we go everywhere else. So I'm not saying that. Still go to church. Just put on your mask. Just put on your mask. Anytime you're in a public place, put on your mask. If you're around other people that are vaccinated, you feel comfortable, you're good. And that's just how I feel about it. Like I said, if you're around other people that are vaccinated,
I think
you're great. I missed you, Javis. Say it again.
I think this run, I think that people should realize that if you are not necessarily wearing a mask, whatever, for the people who are vaccinated, it is definitely different than those who are not. If you are not vaccinated, fine. If you don't want to get the vaccination, that's fine too. I'm not going to sit. If you don't want to get the vaccine, hey, fine. I'm not about to get into an argument with you about that, but at least wear your mask. Respect the fact that there are people who perhaps may not be vaccinated, who want to be protected from you, or respect the people who are vaccinated, that they've done their due diligence, to be protective of themselves. So wear your mask. The bottom line is this new Delta variant is I think people need to still, because exactly this new, LA, they're getting ready to a mandate, because, and so for the people, they don't understand, like, yo, this is serious. And it's not because people haven't gotten the vaccine. It's because people don't want to wear the mask and they're not vaccinated. And that's, to me, that's just, it's careless and it's irresponsible.
Absolutely.
It's careless and it's selfish.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with my job. Like, if you vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask at work, right? But they tell you that if you're not vaccinated, that you got to wear your mask, right? But I see people all the time that's not vaccinated, ain't trying to get vaccinated, not wearing their mask, and I'm like, put your mask on. You ain't vaccinated.
Listen,
you start complaining, but at the same time, you being irresponsible.
Absolutely. When people come to my office, I still make them put on a mask. I'm vaccinated. I wear a mask when I'm by people. I think it's just responsible.
I ain't mad at it.
If I'm in a room full of vaccinated people, that's something totally different. But when strangers coming in that I don't know, you're going to put on one and so am I.
But you know what, though? I guess I look at it like this. This isn't everybody can see that people are dying, right? So this isn't a time to prove a point. This isn't a time to prove a point that you're free. That I'm in the United States, I'm free. You're going against my constitutional rights. Yo, people are dying. Seriously. Yes. So if you don't want to wear a mask, fine. But you're not gonna be around me and you haven't been vaccinated. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to be around you unless you have a mask on. Well, I'm not, I told one of mine today, you are not in your best health. And you haven't gotten vaccinated out of all of the people. And every time I turn around, you hanging out with so many different people. It's irresponsible of you to hang around all of these people and then to go and hang around your mother who is almost 80 years old. It's irresponsible and it's stupid. And she said, you've been disrespectful. I said, and you've been disrespectful and irresponsible.
Correct.
Because I'm 40 years old now, so I don't have to sit here and act like you, whether you're 45 or 50 years old. No, you're putting more people at risk. And I'm not saying that you have to get the vaccine, but I'm saying if you're not going to get the vaccine, at least have the mask on.
Have the mask on.
Have the mask on. Like,
and go somewhere
protect
and sit
yourself
down.
from other people.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you don't care about yourself, wear the mask so that you protect other people from you being stupid.
That's
I
right.
mean, it is what it is. It's irresponsible and stupid. And I think that we who have been vaccinated have to be just honest with our family members and friends. I made all my children get it. I don't care what you say. I don't care what flying fart you got going on. Sit in this chair and get this shot.
That's right.
Period.
That's
I
right.
do not care.
Point blank.
Here, and take some Tylenol and some ibuprofen the night and some ibuprofen the day after, so you'll be okay. Because you may get a little reaction, but you'll be just fine.
You'll be just fine.
I did it.
People, the problem is people need to stop believing so much social media and
it's
news.
social media and information and this misinformation.
Misinformation.
I made the appointments.
They believe everything they hear.
Somebody told me they took the shot and they blew up like an elephant. Okay.
Did you see it?
Right. Did you see it?
They got an elephant up there talking about. Did you see him?
All right, guys, we got to move on. Let's answer a couple questions. We got 12 minutes and we out of here. First one right here.
Hey, y'all say hey to
I'm from Texas. My question is, with the recent COVID pandemic and the way that church has had to adjust, where do you see church service and gatherings headed in the future? Do you see them going back to normal, or do you see the church having to adjust permanently to new norms?
Absolutely. There is a new normal.
Hi, my name is William Johnson.
Hold on, William. Absolutely. There is a new normal. I don't think we'll ever see church the way.
As a pastor, as a pastor, I was getting ready to say, I know Pastor Ryan can probably identify to this. As a minister at my church, I can tell you now, church would never be the way it was.
No. Never.
I think that 5 years ago, church is over.
Yep.
It's over. I think you're gonna rarely see.
On the area.
Yeah.
I think it depends.
Well, you know, I mean, it may depend on the area. I think it's all the control that pastors have on their people. Mm-hmm. But I think that, and more than some, that most churches now are just never going to be the same. Like, people aren't going to go back into the building like they were. Like, I mean, in Orlando, attendance is totally down. Like,
but people are still watching virtually.
Yeah,
still watching virtually.
And my pops, you know, he passed
from the beach.
Look, they giving more online than they was when they was coming. So he ain't mad.
They're more
Purity churches say that they are receiving more tithe and offering from online than they've ever received before.
Let me plug this in too. Then not only that, you have membership all over the country, because now we have virtual members. Let me give you an example. Yeah. There are people that, let's say their job moved them to Orlando from Detroit, or moved them to Newport News. And so now, because of the pandemic, they've been able to still attend church in their hometown because they can watch online. So they consider themselves a virtual member. They still pay their tithes. Mm-hmm. They don't miss the beat. And if there's something special that comes up, they can just fly in for that. But other than that, they still consider themselves a member. There are other people that watch from all over the country. They knew nothing about your church. They may have seen you on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. And now they have connected with your ministry and they consider themselves a member, and they never have to step foot in your door. So this virtual piece is powerful, it's impactful, and I think a lot of people are gravitating to it for more reasons than one.
Yeah, because you hear people all the time when they do go to church, well, there's too many people there, or
Yep.
you know what I mean, they nasty, or they had an attitude. You can't do that on virtual. You're virtual, man, but you ain't got to deal with all that.
And unfortunately, church is not what it used to be, where we used to come and it was about the fellowship and the connecting. And now part of me feels like we need to make sure that we keep everybody engaged in that kingdom community piece. However, I think that a lot of people are different now. They want to come, they want to worship, they want to get their word, and they want to be out. They're not trying to be friends with nobody. That family piece has changed. You know, the people we went to church with used to be our family as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now, you know, people don't have that camaraderie. They're just interested in the word and they want to go on about their business. Virtual allows them to do that. They could literally be running on the track at the gym and listening to the word in their ear, listening to praise and worship while they're on the treadmill elliptical and lifting to the word. They can be anywhere.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next question because we only got 8 minutes. Let's see. Here we go.
Hi, my name is William Johnson, South Carolina. That's where I reside. I have a question. My question is choirs a thing of the past as it relates to 21st century church? We see a lot of praise teams in church, but we don't see choirs anymore. Will they ever have a comeback?
I don't think it never left.
Right.
My name is Maggie Rodriguez.
Hold on, Maggie. All right. So thanks for watching from South Carolina. We appreciate that. I don't think choirs have ever left. I mean, I agree with you, Maurice. I think we've definitely seen a shift in the way we do ministry and embracing worship. But I think choirs are still very, I mean, now during the pandemic, of course, it was hard to do choirs because, you know, we couldn't have that many people, you know, in the sanctuary. So I think this last year and a half, we've seen a decline of the choir, more so like a praise team or a little chorale, you know, because you really couldn't have that many people, you know, in one space.
Yeah, but I see they doing it in more of a broader perspective now too, not just in the church, but like Kanye, where I mean, you using it in a whole different dynamic than what people used to use it in. You know what I mean? So that's another thing.
Absolutely. I don't think choirs will ever go anywhere. It's a part of our culture. It's part of the Black church culture, and it can never die.
No.
It can never die. Okay, let's try one more question, and then we'll have to pick up on the other questions maybe the next time. But let's see here. I apologize, y'all.
The questions ain't the choirs, the musicians now.
Exactly.
they such in high demand, they'll leave you real quick.
They will leave you high and dry. Here we go.
Can musicians make art?
It's me, Tracy. And I got a quick question, y'all, because I'm trying to figure out what is the appropriate amount that you give somebody for their birthday. Like when you give them a card or whatever, or a gift card, what's the appropriate amount? Because, honey, somebody gave me a Starbucks gift card for my birthday, and I had just got around to using it. And when I got up to the counter, they like, your bill will be $7 or some change or whatever. I gave them the card proud, and yeah, it was only $4. And I'm like, what the heck? So that's my question. What is the appropriate amount, you know, you should give somebody when you're giving them a gift card or...
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Hey!
Okay.
Hey!
Thank you, Tracy.
Dear CEO.
That was a good question. So I don't mind the question. You know, for me, a general rule of thumb, I don't think I've ever given anybody anything under like $25 or something like that. Even I guess with like a Starbucks gift card, I would make sure that whatever I'm giving you is at least enough for you to get a cup of coffee if it's a Starbucks.
She said $4.
And she said she handed them the gift card proud.
Right.
And the coffee was $7 and the gift card was $4.
I hate when some guy to give you a gift card and they ain't got the dollar amount on it. So
right, I need to know how much.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you think, Maurice?
It just depends on who it is. If you just, you know,
what's the minimum for anybody? The minimum, what would you give?
I would say $20, $25.
Yeah,
like you
that's
said,
what I
20,
said.
25 is good because you at least get a quarter tank now with that.
Exactly. Yeah, but I feel bad for her. That whole $4, you know, that to me, when you do stuff like that, it's more insulting than anything.
Right.
So
I'll be mad. Look, don't call me no more.
Right. Why would you give me? If you only have $4 to put on the card, you needed that $4 more than you need, you know, than me. So you just keep that.
Yeah. You should have went to 7-Eleven and got that 99-cent.
Right. How you gonna get somebody $4 to Starbucks and you know they coffee $10 a cup? You know what I'm saying? Like that don't even make sense. So it's like I don't know. I think that's something you got to be mindful of when if you don't really have it to give somebody, just give them the card. Don't even put nothing in there.
Sign it.
You know, I remember one time somebody gave me a gift card and they had already it said $25, but they had already used $15 of it. So it was only $5 left on there. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, the card said 15. So it was a number on the back that I could call oh, hold on. Kevin said the moral of the story, always check the balance. You can call the telephone number on the back of the card. That's what I did. I called the number because I said, now it say $25. They had wrote it on the card. I called it and it gave me a list of transactions that they had already made before they gave me the card. And I'm like, what in the world? Who does that? I mean, it was a gas car, so I said, well, maybe they needed to get themselves back home or something. I don't know.
Look, I just rather just go ahead and just say
listen, they were going through some things.
Right. Just you just keep it because apparently you need it more than me.
Just tell me happy birthday. Keep the card and everything. I don't want just happy birthday is good.
Right.
I don't want a house full of
I don't know. I think it's borderline insulting for you to give me $4. You know, I ain't no cheap. Right.
Let me just give it back to you.
Right, and I might have gave them another card because again, apparently you need something. You know, but yeah, don't insult me like that. I'm not a cheap thrill. You know what I'm saying?
Ah.
You know what?
I'm not a cheap thrill. I'm not a cheap thrill. Huh? Hey, mate, I tell you that right now. Is that possible? $4? Apparently, this girl said that she gave her $4.
Man,
I would have got to that kind of like, I don't believe this.
I'm gonna be like, you know what? Use that as a tip. I'm gonna pay for my own car.
Right. I would have never talked to that person again. All right, it's 10 o'clock, y'all. We got to get out of here. We've given you an hour of power with the men's. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to be on hiatus for a while, but the people will be back around the fall time. So y'all stay tuned. We love y'all so much.